Hello and welcome to Greg's Chan 1. I'm Greg, this is Channel 1, and let's talk Line of Duty Series 6, Episode 6, no comment. So if you haven't seen the episode, jump and watch it, jump back, and then you can hear me talk about what I thought of Line of Duty Series 6, Episode 6, no comment. So, no comment. That's the end of the video. Bye. I was joking. Okay, so let's talk Line of Duty. And I must say, that episode was pretty good. I think it was done well enough to keep us hooked in, because obviously they're holding just enough back ready for that finale. And I get the feeling that the finale, it's gonna leave us all broken by the end of it. We're all just gonna be needing therapy and crying, and it's gonna be It's gonna be painful for all the right reasons. You know, we're gonna be sad because obviously it's the end of the series, and you know we'll get a bunch of things that'll happen, but I think we'll be happy because we'll have finally found out who H is. Let's talk about what happened in the episode. So we get the Kate and Joe moment where we find out Ryan's dead and they're hightailing it out of there. Kate is very much just like, you lured me there to get me killed. How do I know I can trust you? Joe does the whole grabbing the gun. My prints are on it now. And she's got an answer for everything when it comes to them getting caught and the longest AC-12 interview in Line of Duty history. 29 minutes. And Joanne Davidson's favourite phrase during that interview was, no comment. But I liked the dynamic of the three that we had interviewing Joe, in the fact that we had Carmichael, Ted, and Arnott, as you may have known. With Carmichael, she just wants to dot the T's, cross the I's. Thank you very much. We're going to get this sorted as quick as possible. We know that you're bent. We're going to send you off to prison. Job done. Ted is there wanting to find out who is giving her the information to basically be corrupt. And Steve is there trying to do it the way by saying, you say that you're not bent. Here is your chance to prove it. We need information from you to help you prove to us that you are not bent. We understand that what happened to you and how they brought you into this. It was a power play from them. Sometimes you can't you can't control the situation around you. One scene that I will say that got me all very worried was after the cool car chase scene, which was awesome, because Vicky McClure just made that scene so awesome, just in all of the ways. And they're stood, and you got the helicopter, and the lights from the helicopter lighting up Vicky's face, and it looks skeletal. It looks, you can see the definition in her face, which has me worried for Kate's safety, big time. For the finale, I think it's gonna, yeah. And it was the single tear, as you could see in her face, that she's thinking, Steve gave me up. I thought me and Steve, I thought we understood. I thought we had an understanding. What happened, mate? And obviously we get the great scene with Steve where he's there going, I don't know how they've how Carmichael found out, I swear I didn't give you up. And you can tell that Steve feels guilty about the fact that, even though him and Kate have that bond, that he feels that even though he didn't hand her over to Carmichael, because of the fact that they have that friendship and they've been treated the way that they had, and the fact that Kate believed that he had thrown her under the bus, that hurt. The interview scene was fantastic because Kelly Macdonald, she was fantastic in that interview with the whole no comment, clamming up, something happening, her clamming up more, and then getting moments where she realizes she has to fight back a little bit. And seeing Kelly Macdonald break the way that she did after they revealed that Uncle Tommy was not just Uncle Tommy, but her father, and the fact that, she didn't know. Seeing that, damn, was that hard to watch. It was hard to watch because you could tell in her face she was like, no, you please tell me that you're not telling the truth. She wanted it to be some kind of ploy in her face. It felt like she was pleading with them to be like, just tell me that this is a ploy to try and get me to say stuff. Please, don't, that can't be true. And then they put Jimmy Nesbitt's Thirlwell's picture up. And there's almost a recoil from Kelly Macdonald. The moment that picture comes up, her head tilts a little. Almost like she's scared that if she makes eye contact with the picture, he'll come through the bloody screen and hurt her. Which makes me think that we're going to find out a bit more about what he was, how instrumental he was to her. Because it feels like they've got history that Joe does not really want to talk about, because I don't think it's necessarily Thirlwell getting her into the OCG stuff, but I think because of the way that it was shown and the way that she recoiled, that maybe he was some kind of real nasty piece of work, but not OCG. Oh, Ted gets a great line in Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the Wee Little Donkey, which, loved it. I have to say, this episode, even though there wasn't too much to it, the way it was done and what was in there, for me, hooked me and kept me waiting and wanting more. I was like Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more? Just wanting more from it. Because it was so alluring. It pulled me in enough that I was like, please expand more. I want more. I want more. And that's what Jed does very well. And yeah, that there's not much else I can really say, because the best bits I've just spoken about. A couple of predictions I have for the finale, which I think, I think one of the main three is bowing out, and I think it's going to be Ted. As much as I don't want Ted dying, I think he's going to put himself as a sacrificial lion. He's going to make a play to lure out the fourth man, woman, 8, the fourth dot, the H, whatever you want to call them. That's going to reveal to us, and maybe to Steve and Kate who the fourth person is, and then he's going to bow out. Maybe, OCG take him out because Ted keeps getting involved. And something I heard on the Shrine Pod which made me go, now that would be a pretty cool reveal if it is Osborn, is Kate obviously being dropped back to MIT or being suspended. Obviously, Steve being suspended because he doesn't do that appointment. Ted taking, being the sacrificial line and being taken out by the OCG. You get an MSN message to Carmichael or someone else who is OCG related. Maybe Joe or someone like that gets an email message. It'll be like an MSN message just saying AC-12 are finished. Laptop closes and you've just got Osborn, Owen Teal just almost smiling at the camera, but not. Kind of, him smiling at the screen as he closes the screen, proud that he's destroyed AC-12. The one group not willing to let him try and get ahead. But that's just me. Also, if I want to throw out my long shot, because I had a long shot in it being Buckles, and now I don't think it is. A long shot, Nigel Morton. Because Neil Morrissey, of course. It'd be brilliant if he turned out to be the fourth person. But that's just a random, long shot that I wanted to throw out there. Hope you're all doing well. That was my review of No Comment, Line of Duty Series 6, Episode 6. Cheers, and see you next week.